Hi, I'm Christy from Pixie Cross Stitch. I haven't done a floss tube in over a year. It's kind of something my mental health doesn't allow for. I just go through a lot of times when I can't do it, and so I guess my videos look choppy. But I just finished all of my new releases and released picks for Needlework Marketplace, which is the virtual wholesale only market at the end of August. I have 7 brand new releases, and to buy them, you have to pre order them from your favorite local needlework store. So, or favorite online needlework store. So, I thought I would present them all to talk about them a little bit and how I finished them. And if obviously you don't want to hear all the details, just boop boop, fast forward. With not with a remote, huh? You're probably pushing buttons. Um, but I want to talk about how I finished them and how I came up with the ideas because I'm really excited about them. Today's the last day of summer vacation because I am a speech therapist for my local middle school and elementary schools, and teachers go back on Monday, and today's Friday. So this is the last hurrah. I treated myself to a donut today. It's going to be a good day, y'all. So, first one, can't decide if this is my favorite one. I don't know if I should have a favorite, but this is Children of the Night. So I've been seeing pictures of Cecropia moths. I saw a picture of one on someone's hand, and they're massive, and it turns out they are the biggest moth in North America. And they're just reds and grays, and I really like Victorian horror and horror in general, and I found this quote from Dracula. In Bram Stoker's Dracula, he says they hear wolves howling, and he says to Jonathan Harker, listen to them, the children of the night, what music they make. Obviously, moths do not make noise, nor do beetles, but close enough. And the beetles are a reference to Renfield, his assistant who eats bugs. So, yeah, that might ruin it for you. I don't know. If you like horror, no. So we've got Renfield's beetles. We've got a big, beautiful moth, and it's on a kind of a blood red fabric. I couldn't decide. I had it like pictured like on a gray and a light blue and a black and a red. And my friend Michelle of Witch's Garden Crafts has her and my friend Lana, who's Oh the Stitches online, and they both said red. And I thought they were kind of nuts. I was like, that's the last one. I almost didn't even give you the option. And they both insisted I did red. And I had this Joylyn by Atomic Ranch. And anyway, God bless those two friends of mine because they were right. I think red was the way to go. And I wanted to use Michelle's, but I didn't have time. Michelle has one, Witch's Garden Crafts. I think it's called Watermelon. And I was going to use that, and I ended up not having time. But it should work really well if you do have watermelon. But anyway, and I finished it in an ornament finish. I just had scrap fabric on the back, and I had a little loop-de-loo I got at Joann, and it's on mat board. I got lots of hot glue and fabric glue all over my fingers. Got some on a skirt too, so I've got to embroider over it so I can start wearing it to school next week. Cover the Mod Podge stain, so that was a whole different project. Next one, some of you have seen this before because this was a brief release, but now it's back to chart only or print only. All of these are print only right now. I was calling him Piney Owl, but I changed his name to Grumpy Owl and added two little top stitches here. Apparently this is what owls look like when they are disturbed. Great horned owls. And I am so sorry. Woo! There we go. When they are disturbed or concerned, their little horns, there's a scientific term for those, I forget what it is, they go down. And so I named this Grumpy Owl. And I've been doing a lot of designs lately I think are fun where you get to pick your own fabric, your own thread, and just boom, do whatever you want. It's very personalized. So I think I used a lot of Picture This Plus for a while, and I think it might be getting harder to find, but this was pickled. And Classic Colorworks, I think the floss was Classic Colorworks Balsam Fir. But this was the gift design to everyone that participated in my 2023 Natural World Sale. So everyone that's participating in the 2024 Beautiful Biome Sale will get another one. Last year they all voted that they wanted an owl, so we'll see what they vote for this fall. Oh, and this fantastic frame is from World Market. I love it. It actually came with a mat that fits in a square opening that's like a 4x4, but I used fabric instead. Ooh. Anyway, I'm obsessed with the frame. I love World Market. This one's also from World Market. Had no plans. I bought this one at the same time. Same thing. It had like a, I think, oh, that one had a round opening. This one had a square opening. But anyway, so this is Dear Santa, I want shiny things, please. And I know everyone loves crows right now. I know my family has always been into, where I grew up, we had magpies, which are related. They have white on them too. But because we've all heard about how awesome it is that you can befriend crows and they'll either love you or hate you. And if they're your friend, they'll bring you shiny things as gifts to humans. Everybody wants a crow friend now because it's the coolest. So this sweet little crow is politely asking Santa for shiny things. Because I could have left out the please, but he's a polite crow. It's polite. It's got a Santa hat, blanking. I used a bunch of different kinds of floss on this one. The red, I think, is Threadworks. I don't remember, but all of them I always include DMC alternates as well. I like variegated overdyed floss a lot because I get bored stitching large chunks of color, so that's the whole reason I was like, oh, I need variegated because that wing's gonna bore me. The black is technically a variegated, but it didn't really show up much. I think it's black licorice by someone. It's in the pattern. But anyway, this is Dear Santa, I want shiny things, please. It's called Christmas Crow. Again, print only. None of these are going to be released. They're not even going to be shipped to the shops until about August 26th. That's the last day of Marketplace. Next one, that's a total surprise. I got to count. I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I swear one's missing. Oh, it's down there. Ah, okay, this one's a total surprise though. No one's seen this one until now. This is Cozy Season. And so it's a red fox. Ooh. Drinking a hot beverage. And I've got drying herbal plants in the background. These are coneflower. What's coneflower? I'm blanking. It's Agnacia. I can't remember what the yellow is. But wow, I don't know how good this is for floss tube, trying to get the detail, but anyway, I was really proud of my, I'm working on confetti stitching appropriately to blend colors. I worked very hard on this one, and I like it. Cozy Season, very proud of it, and this was a good frame, and I was worried because the size didn't fit. I found a 6x8 frame. There's usually like 4x6 and 5x7, but I found this 6x8 on Amazon. And that's that one. Okay, oh, so some of you may have seen with the Starlight Stitchery, in fact, these don't need to be tied together anymore, but that's okay. The Starlight Stitchery did a cat box, and mine was Tell Your Cat I Said pss, pss, because I've seen that as a bumper sticker, and it always cracks me up. And this is all with a mix of the Gentle Art and DMC. And this is another one of those designs that you could do the exact colors I chose, but you really don't have to. You know, pick out your own colors. So the new one to go with it now that's never been seen is Tell Your Dog I Said Woof. And it was really hard because dog people are very particular, like, oh, I want the breed of dog I have. So I went with a chocolate lab because I guess labs are the second most common breed. And I really like labs. I'd snuggle that lab puppy. It was a lot of work, I'll tell you. You don't want it to look menacing, but they always have their teeth, their mouths open and their tongues out, and they're. So I was worried he looked scary, but I guess I've already sold him, so. Whew. So is my dog menacing? I don't know. So yeah, those two. I did those as like little ornament finishes too. I just had them together so that I could put them in the picture together to hang, but they don't actually go together like that. This one had been seen, but not really much last year, so I just took it down and doing it as a new release. This is Eyes for Pies. Um, I add a little spoon. So this is a true story. Oh, my dog's not in here. I have 2 dogs and 2 cats, and this is one of my dogs. This is Jojo, and he is a Chihuahua Italian Greyhound mix. So he's like 16 pounds. And this is Junebug, and she is a Tortie Tabby. And just, all the times that they've paired up and tried to steal our food when they were younger. They're both kind of elderly now, not as sassy. But yeah, I like to bake pies, especially at Thanksgiving, and I do full crust everything fresh from scratch. Not cherry. I would, but I wouldn't do that from scratch. But I always make pumpkin and pecan. So we've got pecan, cherry, and pumpkin. And this is all DMC. This is at Threadworks. It's called chili peppers. And so I guess it's supposed to be like, chili peppers, but to me it makes me think of fall. Like I saw it at the shop and just was like, oh, that's a fall floss. And these are maple leaves. No, they're not weed. Stop thinking that. They're maple leaves. Or if you want them to be weed, you can think that too. That's cool. Anyway, so this is for fall and winter, and the same thing with my fox. I was thinking it's really like cozy season, fall and winter. I find the Magic was supposed to be in here, but it's not a new release, but it's available. But I had framed it really cute, but it's not here, so oh well. So this one is exclusively in print right now, but if you buy it in print, I will include a little code that you can email me to get the PDF version, because you probably want a PDF because this is big. So this is last year's Stitch Along, 2023 Stitch Along. It's large. I did it on 32 count. This is, how many people am I making seasick moving all these? I'm sorry. Go have some ginger. Okay, so, 32 count. It's massive. I'm trying to remember. It's like 270 by 250, or that's not the right. Anyway, 270 is in one direction of stitches. So yeah, this is 32 count over 2. So it fits in a American size. This is a 16 by 20 frame. Let's see if I can back up. It's big. It's a big one. It was worth it. It was fun. So the theme of this one was all the natural world. So it's just I think everything had meaning in it. First it's got like spring, starts with spring is the tulips, summer around here is the, on the border is sunflowers, fall, we've got acorns, pumpkins, and maple leaves, and winter is pine cones and snowflakes. But like they all have meaning though. It's Teton Mountains, got bird tracks, I've got DNA. I've got DNA twice, honestly, because I couldn't decide if I liked the smaller or the bigger version. But all kinds of things, mushrooms, feathers, sprouts. One of my favorite local plants, red yucca. I've got those in my front lawn. I liked how my monstera leaf turned out, because I never have monsteras at home because they're poisonous, so I never get to have one in my house. So I have fake ones. But I really like how it turned out with the, you can see with the variegated floss, because that was all one floss. The one I used for this was Lagoon by the Gentle Art. Yeah, it was really fun. It was a labor of love, and I finally got it framed. So anyway, you can get that. The pattern I want to say is like 12 pages thick. Just regular 8.5 by 11 pages, but I've got it in a big zip bag. But then it is easier as a PDF, but exclusively right now it's print. And you can also pre-order that on some sites. The other one left, I'm going to have a couple of oldies in there too. Older, not old, but I have the Snow Maiden, and I don't have that model. That's a golden needle. Spring Friends is the little bluebird. and a gray squirrel, and I have Find the Magic, which is the one that was supposed to be in here. That's the one with the, wow, this is really boring TV. Yeah, it's a seahorse and a hermit crab. And there was one more. It doesn't matter at this point, does it? Okay, so this is my current sell. So this is not available. In fact, it's not available at all because I've stopped selling it for now. So this will be a release next year. But I just thought you might want to see it for now. The this stitch along is called the Beautiful Biomes. So there are 9 major biomes I am representing. And so every month people get a new band. So they just 2 days ago, or yesterday, because it's August, they just got the freshwater band that's got an axolotl, cattails, this little plant called a hairy pepperwort, blue herons. I love great blue herons, dragonfly, and then rainbow trout. I grew up in northern Utah, and rainbow trout was something we'd fish for. And they're tasty, and they're pretty. So above that was the temperate forest. We had a great horned owl. Lots of things, columbine flowers. Before that was that taiga? The taiga. There was a red fox, spruce trees. Was that a brown bear? I can't remember what kind of bear print. Oh, it had the pine marten. Oh, he's so cute. They're just such cuties. And then the very first one was the tundra. Those are some crowberries. There's a ptarmigan, some narwhals. These were puffin tracks. But anyway, so I am ready to now stitch the desert. I've got some cool Australian animals for that one that I'm very excited about sharing. So I guess that's it. It was nice and fast-ish. I would pause this and go grab my seahorse, but I'll probably just mess something up. So anyway, I don't know when I'll be back. Like I said, I never know, but I thought it would be very smart to at least show many releases. So remember, so many shops are already taking pre-orders. You just go to their website, search Needlework Marketplace pre-orders, search my name, and they'll come up. And you can add things later. Your pre-orders aren't just like a one at a time. Like as more things get released, most shops, you'd say, oh, I like this one, and you'd order Children of the Night and check out blah, 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 and okay, I'll get that. It's going to ship in a month. But if you see something in a couple weeks after that, or a week after that, you see something like my owl or someone else's, it doesn't matter who it is, but any of the pre-orders you can just usually add on, and there's like a little code to say, add this to my pre-order. So you can be shopping throughout the month, and then it'll all be tallied up and shipped together with most shops. I know like Top Knot Stitcher does that. I think Starlight Stitcher, I think they're just ones I happen to know personally. They do that. I think they all do that. So you can really shop all month. But the idea of pre-orders is you will get it as soon as it's out, and it won't sell out. And all of these are going to be exclusive to shops, to needlework shops at this event through September. And then, they'll eventually be PDFs, but I don't know when that'll be. That'll be a while. Anyway, I'll just send you off with my grumpy owl, looking all grumpy, giving a hoot. There it is. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.